It's early in the morning today. The eyeballs are feeling it. But anyway, welcome back to the channel, everybody. And I'll tell you something, I don't really know exactly what's been going on with me this year, but I've been slacking. Like really slacking with everything. We're back up and rolling here. So I'm gonna try to keep you guys posted on videos and shorts and that kind of stuff. Hopefully is what I'm hoping for. So we got the planter and the field cultivator ready. I think we got those ready about 2-3 weeks ago, and I think we're ready to go planting this morning. So got up real early, ate some breakfast. We're gonna go start planting. Getting all this stuff set up. We got our GPS lines moved from our old planting tractor monitor, which is not even in here, to this one. Had to go on to the My Case IH website, put the old lines on the website, and then plug in a blank stick to the computer, which we then transferred those lines to the hard drive from the computer, and then plugged the hard drive into here, and now we're all good. It was actually pretty easy. Okay, so we've done some different things. We're actually we got everything filled up each box as much as we would like to have in it just for this first go around, and brought the truck planter out here, and my taxi vehicle's over there. So we're gonna get this thing all unfolded and ready to go, and turn the vacuum on and see what happens. Okay, so progress report. We're planting, and I think it's gonna work. We got about 80-ish% of our end rows done on each one of the ends here, and we just need to get filled up, and we have a fitting that's being really troublesome for the clean sweep system. Okay, planter's all filled up. See, talc, and we actually are, I don't know how much to talk about it last year, but last year and now this year, we're doing a test about a special seed box treatment that you put in your bulk boxes or your seed boxes, and for ours it'd be the seed boxes, and basically just coat your seed or your box itself, or both, with that stuff, and it should gain your yield. And we couldn't really see a change last year, but they changed some things, according to my understanding. They changed some things for this year, so we're gonna try it again and see if there is any changes with anything. But I gotta go get a couple tools and a couple flags, and then I don't know how much I'm actually going to be down here for that part, because I got some stuff I still need to do back at the house. So we'll see what we actually end up getting into. All right, sounds like we got about everything ironed out and figured out, and he doesn't really have to worry about that seed treatment thing very much right now anyway, because he's just putting it into the ground, and then the next time we fill up is when we'll do that. Okay, now we're gonna do some quick rinse jobs. We're gonna need a couple of them because my original plan was to rinse that Magnum off because it hasn't been rinsed or anything since when we washed them before harvest started, and then now I have reason to rinse that off now. So we'll just rinse that off first, get that guy out, rinse him off next. I'm not gonna wash him or anything, so it's just gonna get dirty right away. Okay, just got the message from Dad. He needs filled, so we're gonna go up there and see that. This looks much better than it did before. Now that was just water. I didn't really get everything. I didn't go into very many nooks and crannies, but the windows should be fairly clean too after that. So that we should be about all good with this. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Videoing. Sorry if you guys thought that the videoing was kind of bad yesterday. But it was the first day trying to get everything figured out and remembered and make sure everything's actually going to work, because like I said before, we never really got a lot of actual planting time with that Magnum that we got now. So trying to figure that out, figure the planter out, make sure everything's still going to work okay. And then I had to leave at like 1:30 yesterday. So yeah. That's also why the videoing was not the greatest, because I had to leave early. Morning.
Morning. You did?
You having fun?
Betcha.
Okay, so we're almost done, but we're starting to run low on some seed. We got 3 7 beans in here right now. We got to put 3 5s. So row 7 is claiming that it's low. So, oh yeah. There's nothing left. We got, I don't know, 2 rounds left maybe. So we really don't have much left. Okay, so Dad had to leave, so he'll be back here in a minute. Or, well, not really in a minute, but he'll be back here soon. He had to run into work real quick. But so we got that field done. We just gotten that field done. Dad got here before I did, so he already took off and left. I folded it back up, brought it down here, and so we're gonna take a look at a couple boxes and see how much seed we have left in here. We're hoping that it's not very much. But so anyways, like I was saying, I'm gonna pop open a box here and actually see how much seed that we really have left. Oh yeah, I think we'll be okay. There's not a lot of seed, but I'm gonna pop open some more boxes and see what we got here. Okay, and just like that, about an hour-ish later, we're back. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go to the west end of this field and just drop it in and just go until pretty much till we run out of seed. Then we'll fill back up, and then we'll start doing headlands again. We have 3.5 maturity and 3.7 maturity soybeans in the wagon over here, and basically the 3.5s are earlier maturity, so then they'll actually be ready to harvest earlier than the 3.7 beans. We're planting the 3.7 beans right now, and if we were to put the 3.7 beans on the end rows, we would not be able to get to the 3.5 soybeans actually going back and forth. So when while the majority of the field might be ready, we can't get to it because the end rows aren't ready to actually be able to be combined. So that's why we're trying to drain it out so that we could put 3-5 soybeans on the actual end rows itself, and also down back and forth, so then we wouldn't have to actually wait for the end rows to actually get ready if we were to plant the 3-7 soybeans. So that's what we're trying to do, trying to take care of all this. Well, he didn't make it very far. He made it from there up to there. That's all. That's as far as he made it. So now I'm gotta drive the wagon this far across the field. Okay, one quick seed fill up later. Now I'm gonna park this somewhere that's not in the way and just camp for a while, because I don't really know what else to do. Okay, so I have to leave again here, well, not now, but I have to leave again here soon, and just filled Dad back up with seed, so he's back up and going again. And oh, I probably should wipe my nose with that. That's got like living microorganisms and stuff in there. Anyway, so that's gonna be parked there for the next time he needs it. In our case, so every 12 rows, when you turn it back around, you should be 30 inches just apart from between the 12th row of that pass and the first row on the next one, if that makes sense. They call that what's called the guess row. They call it the guess row because you kind of guess on where you think that should be. Dad was saying it feels like it just shifts just a little bit every time, so we're gonna go see if that is true. I'm just gonna start at this row here, then count 12 over, measure that row, the space between the 12th and 13th row, count another 12 over, and then just do that 3-4 times and see what it comes out to be. Okay, so I counted over 12 rows, so I got my end here right in the middle of where the closing wheel's been over. That should be where the trench is, so that's where the measurement will start. And from that row right there over to here is about 32. Not too terrible, but we're gonna count now another 12 over from this row and then see what we got. I gotta try to do it before he gets down here. Okay, so I've done it 3 times after 3 passes, so that's a round and a half. I could do 2 if I wanted to, but I won't. I got 32 the first time, and then every other time I got 30 after that. So no complaints there. So I don't wonder if maybe it was just everything that was going on last year. I wonder if that was what all of our problems were. I don't know. Anyways, back to the farm. Now we go back to the farm. Would you look at this? I'm planting again. This is the 3rd time I've ever ran this planter before. So I'm just gonna finish up the little jaunt to this 72-acre field, and then we'll be wrapping her up for the night and wrapping it up for all the bean fields right around the home place. So we're running at about 120-ish thousand population, really just between everything. That's the one number that all the rows are in between row 1 and row 12. We got our clean sweep system working. We never even had any problems with that. Yesterday, one of the lifting lines, I think on row 4, had some problems, but it was just a bad fitting, so we put a new fitting on there. That's what I had to get the crescent wrench for. Had a bad fitting on there, fixed that, and I don't think we've had any problems with that since. Haven't had any problems with any of the rest of the closing units. So our GPS is working flawlessly. We got our work control on auto mode, so that's really nice, so it doesn't do as much overlapping or anything as the 235 does. We don't have WAS. WAS is the free setup. We have range point. That's what that's called. And range point is way better than WAS, especially for planting. And it's doing just as fine as we need it to be. It's grabbing on the line and everything as we're turning, so it's doing pretty good. And speaking of turning, I gotta turn up here too. Gotta go! Okay, so this is definitely a first for me, and this might be a first maybe an ever, because I don't ever remember this ever happening before. I have a perfect planter pass, a perfect 12 rows to go over. Now, the guest row over there, because I was talking about the guest row earlier, the guest row over there might be a little close. Actually, I know it's a little close. But that's probably the closest I've ever seen it. You hush! Okay, so now I'll make a phone call because I do not know when he wants to do this yet. I don't know if he wants to move it tonight or not. I would if it was me. Alright guys, well, here we are. Well, actually the other field's over there, but we're shutting her down, and I'm also gonna shut down the video too. So, appreciate you guys for watching the very first spring video. If you guys did enjoy this video or any of my other videos, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys on the finished beans and move on to corn.